पहले तो कमेंट बोलवा देता था क्या कोई that way they also feel involved, you know, they feel involved. But this time we're going to like a little bit differently. वो निराली यही આવવાની છે સાડા સાતે આરતી માટે એ મંદિર બંને આવે છે તો ચલ લગાવવા હોય I think we'll go take care of it. I'm going to keep mine. I'm going to use any of the books, so you help. I need to say three people. Yeah, and I'm going to just keep the book on the side, just in case. Yes, and hopefully this will be my driver. Some chapter right there. Yes. Well, do I think can I have a chapter number? I'll do it to the page number. Sorry, page to page. And I have a page. હવે તમે ક્યારે આવવાનો છે પેલો પણ કેવી કોણ તમે જો નીચે જાઓ ને જુઓ ને તો નીચે જાઉં તો એને હું લેતો લગાવી દઈએ પહેલાં In progress now? Oh yeah, we will ask somebody, right? Yeah, we'll have a couple of them. Yeah. So we'll ask them to post. खास तो है ना, we don't want this door to be disturbed. Right. कोई छोकरो will be glad to do that. એટલે આપણે but I think this should be enough, right? તો એક બરાબર. હવે હું નીચે જઉં છું અને આપ તો ઉપર દોડી જાય. હું નીચે જઉં છું તો ભાભીને મોકલું છું તો એને બતાવું પેલું લાવવાનું. તમે છે ને લેટેસ્ટ પાંચે વાગ્યા મારે છે ને પેલું તૈયારનું લાસ્ટ મિનિટ નથી So money there. If I change clothes at 4:45, then I will be ready at 5. Yeah. Start the study. 5:05. No problem. And then we said that this time we asked people to set together. Sure. But we have only few people to speak. And अच्छा अबे माइक्रोफोन आपको चाहिए ये खाली चार जन है I have it two of them. Oh good. Yeah, all set. अरे बंदे चाले नहीं चेक हो जाए चेक कर we are all set. તમારું ઓફ છે મારું છે ઓફ તો મારું ઓફ નહીં હોય તમે એને ઓફ કરવાનું ઓકે so આપણી પાસે એક સ્પેર માઇક્રોફોન રાઈટ એ આપણે તો પછી we can always એક તો આ લોકો એ ગઈ રાખી દો આપણે સ્પેર અત્યારે બંધ કરવું છે we can do it.
Yeah.
This is okay. This is better actually.
No, I want to close the
blind.
this thing.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's do it. Maybe you want to answer from this side. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. You have enough. એ ખાલી લઈ લે અને હું આને બંધ કરું છું.
Fresh it.
Kicks from this side.
Come on, fast. चलो run, come on. No, come on. Just here, नीचे उतर. Come on.
Wait, some tall guy has to go there and close it.
I guess I can move this thing temporarily.
No, go. Rakesh,
I can put one chair over there.
Rakesh can do it.
Oh, okay.
Roll it up. Good man.
That's
Super. Chalo.
Thanks.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
Good, Rakesh.
અંદર જોવાના લાઈટ છે ઠીક હાઉ ડુ આઈ ટર્ન ધોસ વન ઓફ
અહીંથી બંધ થતી હશે. અંદરની તો બહારની લાઈટ I don't know. It might be in a front switch.
ના ગભારાની લાઈટ સાઈડમાં પેનલ છે right? તો હરેન્દ્ર આ જે તે બોર્ડ મૂક્યું છે ને એ સ્પીડ બરાબર છે
એનો મહેન્દ્રને ખબર છે અહીંયા પડ્યા છે કાં તો નીચે છે મને માઇકનું ખબર નથી એકચ્યુઅલી ના આ કોના છે બધા કોર્ડલેસ છે યા યુ વોન્ટ ટુ ક્લોઝ ધેટ યા ઉભો રહે તને જોઈ આપું ઉભો રહે નીચે હશે તો
ગભારાની લાઈટ ચાલુ રાખવી છે
આને રાકેશો બંધ કરાવી ના અહીંથી
અહીંથી ખ્યાલ નહીં આવે કઈ છે ખબર નથી એનામાં લેબલ કરેલું ત્યાંથી કરવું ખાલી બંધ રાખે
Hi Kavisha. What you doing?
ચેર મૂકીને આમાં સારી મેં મારી આ રાખું છું
તમારે કાલે તો
શું જોઈએ છે સારી
તમારે જો યંગસ્ટરને બી અહીંયા બેસવું તો વાંધો નહીં આવે આજે
કોણ
આજે તમારે પેલા પ્રોફેશનલ લોકોની સાથે બેસીને વાંધો નહીં આવે કારણ કે વોટ ની ગોડા ડુ ઇઝ ડિસ્ટન્સ ઓનલી પીપલ હુ કેન સ્પીક કરેક્ટલી જસ્ટ ગોના મેન ધેમ સ્પીક
પણ એનો આવે છે શું કે તો ઓલરેડી આવે છે
ઓ ધેન
ઓકે
તો just
તમારે આ વખતે આપણે જોઈએ કેટલા છે
ના બીકોઝ ઇટ્સ મિડલ ઓફ ધ વીક સ્કૂલ
આપણે નાના નાનકડા બાળકને આપે તો બહુ વખત ના થાય એવું એના માટે
ના ના ના
અહીંયા કોઈ બેસે છે
નો કોઈ નથી
એટલે મેં આગળ કેમ રાખું છું ના ના મેં આગળ કેમ રાખું છું એટલે પછી મને દોડતા
અમે વી હેવ નોટ ઓર્ડર્ડ એની બુક્સ આપણે આજે પ્રતિકમની બુકો છે ને વી ડીડ નોટ ઓર્ડર ઇટ કારણ કે વી બીન ઓર્ડરિંગ હંડ્રેડ એવરી યર
કોઈને કહેવાનું કોઈ સાંભળવાવાળા નથી આ લોકો એકચ્યુઅલી મને શું કહે છે મને એમ છે કે
તમે લઈ લેજો
ડોન્ટ ગેટ ઇન્વોલ્વ કે
તમારે જેટલા લેવાની લઈ લેજો ના એટલે
યો મજામાં જો આ ધીસ ઇઝ વોટ બોધર્સ તમારી બધી હવે આવી છે ને માટે સંસ્કૃતિ આગળ બહુ ખરી ચાલે છે
પૈસા બધા બગડે
ના એકચ્યુઅલી વી વેર ઓર્ડરિંગ 100 એક્સ્ટ્રા એવરી ટાઈમ તો પછી એવું લાગ્યું અમને કે સાફ મુશ્કેલ હવે 2 days ઓલ people can download
That's the main thing, you know what? When they order it, they should have checked it.
ordering 100 is no big deal
100 is
જો ઘરે લઈ જઈને
million
વાંચે ને ફરીથી ભરું
million order કરાવે but the person who is involved with this, they should talk to them. That's my thought. Right?
અમે તો તમને બિલ આપી દેતા ને
તમે
તમે એ નો દેવે હિયર ધેર ઇઝ સ્વાવલંબી નો તમે વી કેન ડુ એનીથિંગ That's what we don't even ask anybody if we want to do it inside.
મેં તમારું જ કહ્યું છું. મેં બીજું કંઈ કરતી છું. આ જ
Keep it inside. Kavisha, keep it inside. Okay?
Absolutely. ના ના એટલે અમે તો બહાર એટલું બધું આપણે ભૈયા we don't know some લોકો
તમારો છોકરો નીચે આવવાનો છે કે આપણે આવવાનો છે
અમારે બી એવું જ છે બધા બધા છોકરાઓને
છે ને આવશે એટલે ચાલુ થઈ
અમે એ જ કીધું આપણે કે પ્રોફેશનલ બેસવું તો બેસવું just sit here Microsoft Academy ahead computer okay
He's doing the downstairs one.
Good.
Okay, but did you check? Okay, I'm switching.
I don't know if they have it here or not. You can ask her, yeah.
I just know how much shape, but make sure that if you take it, you have to put it in where you are taking. No, it's not taking. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought you were taking it. Oh, okay, no. But you know what? તમે કઈ જગ્યાએ બેસો છો? હા, તો સામેની સાઈડ કિચન છે ને ત્યાં આગળ પપ્પાને કદાચ કિચનમાં ઓપન છે જે ડોર. આસ્ક ધેમ. Okay, thank you.
रखो कैसे करो
हाँ इमेज रखना है. Oh, okay. I think I found it. Okay, I think I found it. आजा ना, आ ले जा.
એને આ કનેક્ટેડ છે કે
क्या હતું રે? Exposure હતું. Exposure, हाँ, okay, alright. Okay, હવે there is some.
એની સાથે કનેક્ટેડ નહીં.
Yeah, it is connected. લઈ જાય ને બહાર લઈ જાય ને
આવી તો રહી ગયું.
હજી ડાર્ક હવે આવે છે, વ્હાઈટ કલર આવે છે ને હવે નથી આવતું રાઈટ. હવે હોલ્ડ કર ને એટલે દેખાય છે, બરાબર દેખાય છે. ઓકે હવે લાઈટ જોશે રાઈટ. હોલ્ડ અપ. યા 1 મિનિટ ઉપર. હાઉ આર નાઉ? હવે હવે બરાબર.
ક્યાં તમે બેઠો છો?
કેમેરાને ઉપર કવર થઈ જશે.
એટલે રિફ્રેશ થશે બરાબર. હવે આવે છે બરાબર.
કેવી કનેક્ટ કરવાનું? You can connect.
Yeah. So प्रतिभा आज तो डबल लाभ लेने वाले हो. अच्छा निकुंज भी करने वाला है. अच्छा ओके. या वो है यार एग्जैक्टली कि एक बार करते हैं राइट. હવે મને કે ને હવે તો ત્યાં જઈને કે પ્રોબ્લેમ તમે ડિસ્કનેક્ટ થઈ ગયો છે હજી ક્લોઝ કરું ના એનું ખબર આંખોને બી એટલે આંખો જે બોલે છે ને એકોને બી કવર કરવું છે તો એટલે આમ સાઈડમાં સ્ક્રીન ચાલે આઈ થિંક ધીસ ઇઝ અ બેટર એંગલ હવે આવશે બરાબર છે ને આ થોડી લાઈટ જશે યા પરફેક્ટ છે યા બરાબર થયું થેન્ક યુ તમે બરાબર કર્યું ફટાફટ કરી દીધું
તો આવવાનો પછી ના છૂટકે કરાવ્યું એ આપણે બલવીકનથી ચાવી લઈએ
This might be an old one. This is an old issue. Green one. No, just look at it. No, this is the latest.
You will turn on
If you
some
find
light.
anything, no, I mean you can use it, but you will get lost. We'll make the announcement anyway. What are the current? Yes, they all say. But to think about
છે ને તને વચ્ચે આવશે જસ્ટ થોડું
any bound one which is not green.
So you are going to record?
We'll have once and for all thing. We'll have it once and for all. कभी देखना रिकॉर्डिंग देखना तो बहुत लोग बोल रहे देख रहे हैं कम भाई तो घर से
No,
मुझे भी लेना मेरा कैमरा घर पे रह गया Yeah, I just keep into election, right? It's good to look back after some years, right? You look back, see what all things you guys did, yeah.
आज कभी तो चलो now you have to think some वैसे आज भी अभी कुछ ज़्यादा मतलब थोड़ा डिफरेंट किया है थोड़ा और डिफरेंट
Definitely standard बढ़ गया है. I think we are the first business actually started this, right? At least in US.
पता है मैं जब यहाँ आई थी ना तो टेम्पल मैं पता नहीं कब करूँगी sometimes
Yeah.
it should happen right
Yeah, initiative has to right. It just has to be.
हाँ उन्हीं से तब बात हुई 2 साल पहले ना तो मैंने कहा चलो मैं पूछ लेंगे तब शुरू किया फिर लाइक ओके
Once you start doing that.
मैं नहीं कही ना तो मुझे एकदम गिल्टी हुआ
You did very nice of you. Yeah, it's very good. Very nice. You can make it. नहीं एक्चुअली हो जाता है वो somehow use जो पास कुछ है
इतना ही था
then it's very difficult yeah वो नहीं किया तो फिर it's very difficult
उसको नाश्ता बना के के लिए कुकर
very nice
we can leave the lights on. The cameraman was controlling us.
Rakesh, we have no light.
Good.
Okay. Can you,
Oh yeah.
Turn a little bit on, see how it feels.
so is this good?
Oh, that's even better. So people can see, and I'll put the light on.
The only problem will be if somebody stands up here, he will block the view.
Yeah, okay. Then I think what will make sure nobody sits here.
Ha.
This side.
Ha.
You can read.
So I can focus more.
I'll turn on the lights.
खाली बच्चे नहीं कर दे
I'll take care of it.
Somebody after.
खाली आप कर दे तो भी चलता है
Yeah.
Oh man,
Next
that's
time.
it. No, that's it. That should do it.
You want to do the whole?
Same one? So much, right?
Yeah. Give you the next one.
Yeah.
For we are coming early.
Shall we declare?
कुछ ही कहते हैं
Last week I check up for the evening. Reading class.
Yeah.
Now I'm ready.
Can you,
અને આ
Uncle?
વાંચીને મને વાંચી શકાય છે એના વગર હવે અક્ષર જરાક મોટા જાય છે
No, that's the This is what I want to do. This
સારું છે આખું જરાક ઓછી ખેંચે
in case somebody is reading.
Uncle, તમારો પ્રોજેક્ટર યુઝ લાઇટ can you dim this?
Projector light?
Yeah, projector light. It is too much white. Yeah, it is too much white. Only light ચાલે છે ને? હા.
Put me here.
Don't we want published still?
Yeah, well, what we're gonna have is, I already know 5 people. So what I'm gonna do, okay, but the, yeah, oh yeah. Oh, you did, okay. No, you can actually, you can. I hear you. No, they're completely here. And have one position. Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about it.
Oh, no, just.
It's okay?
Yeah. But that'll be more at the end of everything. She must be increasing.
Yeah.
Yeah, training set.
Yeah, but can we turn it, is on? Okay, so I can
It's
see.
coming, it's coming.
Okay.
It's coming out.
Yeah.
It's still focusing.
Do you need any help?
No.
મને એ જ છે કે I cannot read.
No, you can read it.
You can read?
Oh yeah, once they put it on their screen,
Yeah.
I mean, it is focused. as
Should
good
be
as-
able to read.
Okay.
Which channel is on for it? The upstairs channel?
Yeah.
Yeah,
iPhone?
Okay. I mean, we cannot explore. Okay. So we will cover everything now.
I was setting up the mic now for that.
How did you get microphone in there?
That's why I got a little bit.
Very good. Thank you, Mahendra bhai.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. No, everything is on. I just took the plug out.
Okay, perfect. You tested it. And both orders also you tested?
Yeah. Okay.
No, like Rakesh gave you the access card. So write it and then you guys. So I gave one to Rakesh.
Okay.
So you keep that.
Okay.
And Rakesh will take it. Because I have one more for Heman, right? So I will give to him.
Okay.
He needs it.
Acha,
Yeah, when I see him.
Okay. I had extra. Good timing, you know. Good timing. No, that must be the one Nana Lal was doing.
Good point.
Don't want trouble in the middle of it.
મારો તો ચાલે જ નહીં.
Sure. No, we need the adult if they are younger than 10. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wonderful. Actually, that's what we want.
Testing. Hello.
For this group, we can we haven't done it, so we don't want to change it now. Sure. No problem. It depends where you are sitting. Use either.
Testing. Hello.
ના તમે I think Bichami Kulam Gayana પછી ઘરે because even there are forced situations, they have some exceptions. Your situation will be if there is a forced situation, but then you do best you can control it at home.
Hey, Mahindra.
ये राकेश के साथ
Yeah. But if you
See what you have to do. There was some switch you have to do.
It was just working on
कल भी हुआ ना problem हो गई थी then I actually yeah, you started like this on the camera.
okay, thank you.
YouTube पे तो I never go.
It happens every time, you know.
Yeah, I know. I thought you didn't tell me right away.
Yeah, we'll start telling you. So as we said, about 5 o'clock I'll start telling you.
Okay, no problem.
Start telling you.
Yeah. You can get it from
I
here.
mean streaming was not happening before.
अभी लाइटिंग
With that one?
Streaming नहीं हुआ है, lighting नहीं है बस.
Yeah, here.
But अभी slides नहीं है.
take a while to refresh it.
Slide पे focus करो. हाँ बहुत light है मेरे.
वो इसमें बहुत वाइट है.
Projector की light है ना.
प्रोजेक्टर लाइट में बहुत वाइट है.
वो तो नहीं है.
I just focus it will take a while to refresh it. It is like so for a second. We're losing connection.
Next time we have Siri did it. iPad did it. You know, so I uploaded it.
It's so cool.
कौन ना कहाँ पे? कौन सा माइक लगा? यहाँ से माइक लगा. एक काम करना. अच्छा नीचे माइक की जरूरत है. चलो तो मैं नीचे वो ऑफ ही कर देता. हाँ ऑफ ही कर देता.
Actually, just watch out that okay, that's okay. अच्छा ऐसा करो अभी से मेरे ख्याल से 7 अक्टूबर either you can post that no 7 actually I'm traveling to eat downtown and
यहाँ बोलोगे सबसे हाँ इन 2 minutes when you go down मैं नीचे जा रहा हूँ प्रतिक्रमण के लिए ठीक है तो मैं रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ tell me if the sound is coming just 1 minute I think it's
also if you don't need a card, if you want to save in this place, okay, yeah, but make sure you put it back. Let me announce it here so everybody can take it. JCNC, we have some Patashna, Mupati in this box here. So in case you need some, you can pick them up, but you have to promise that you're going to put it right back, fold it correctly and put it back. Otherwise, I'm the only volunteer left and the uncle, So the true Pratikaman would be those Pratikaman who put it back properly. So please take them, use them.
Mahendra.
Hello, testing. Hello, testing. Hello, testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello, testing, hello. Hello, testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello.
Because this time what we are doing is I want to give 5 people speaking. Because it's webcast, always have to be very clear and pronunciation. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Uncle, can we move that board on your right side a little? Can we move the board? I can, but I cannot get all the angle. Just little bit I want on the right side.
No problem.
Okay.
I think it's already enough.
এই বোর্ড খালি রাইট সাইড માં થોડું લેવું છે બોર્ડ ખાલી રાઈટ yeah that way
Oh, you want to move the position?
yeah just a little bit
Oh, okay, sure.
so I can cover everything. Yeah, good.
Good?
Yeah, you have to move the projector also. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, what you had was very good. Yeah.
Is this good enough? Or
Yes.
you want more?
Yes, this is good.
How about now?
Yes, that's good.
All right, now I have to make sure I know. We'll be starting in a few minutes. About 5:10.
This is instant, right? No keyboarding, nothing.
No, just the mouth.
That's what we
Bahubali.
Yeah, I'm not into it. That's good enough. It's okay?
Yeah.
Okay, better that way anyway. Okay, you guys have the books? Yeah, we have. Oh, yeah, plenty of it. Don't take the green book. Green book is the old one. So if you see anything has a green cover, don't take that book. It should say 2000, Revision 1. Revision 1, 2000. It's a use, we have to use it. So all of this there, it's there for 20 years. Let me get on the microphone. I've been telling them that they should do it better. If they want to do it separately, that's okay. At least they're doing it. We cannot be stubborn about it. That's all we can do.
We had our second one.
Is there one more there?
Yeah, there is.
Just take it and put it back.
Yeah.
Otherwise you have to do the Pratikaman again, that it will do it, you know.
Because I want to sit on high, this place that I came, like, even downstairs there is no carpeting, everywhere else is carpeting, that's why I prefer that spot.
Yeah, so as long as you don't stand up,
No, actually.
that's fine. You won't be after I'm trying to cover the slide and him.
Okay.
Then I'll move by.
Got it.
To be able
Got
to
it.
speak, right?
Got
so people who are not able to come,
Yep.
they can watch.
What I will do is I will sit all the way over here.
That's fine.
That way, you know what? I'm not. Perfect.
As soon as that's why I put my just open. Take it there, you need the big one.
Oh,
बाजू.
Silence, please.
Move forward. Actually, we have camera there, so we want this area to the clear. So if you can move it.
You can sit from here.
We'll put these things so nobody opens the door after we start.
Okay, please keep a little bit silent, please. And many of your books, so you can start looking at the how to take samai and beyond, and right, start reading a little bit. We're going to start in just
But I
a
can move
minute.
them.
And I can see some people are late because of the birthday. And
Yeah,
so
I think when you
give
go
like
there,
5
they're
minutes.
signed.
Get started.
Yeah, no, we will start at 5:50, but what we'll see. No, what we're going to do is we're going to do some study, but we will start at 5:50. And we'll give some instructions to you, Okay? Thank you. JCNC? Okay, if somebody wants the Katasana, Mopati, we have it provided. They fold it back and put it back in the same box they take it from. Otherwise, they have to do the Pratikaman again for making a mistake. So, you are welcome to take it. And we have the books there. If anybody has a green color cover, that is the old book. Otherwise, all the books are latest. It should say Revision 1, 2000. And our Pratikaman will start at 5:15 sharp. But meantime, the another instruction is this. Usually we move the microphone and give opportunity to everybody to recite the lesson or the chapter. But this time we have a webcasting going on, so we want to maintain the voice quality and the pronunciation, but somehow we will get most of the kids involved. But so this time we are going to try a little bit differently. Yeah. No, let's use the one by As we are settling down, and the reason we come here is to have some spiritual enrichment and advancement. So let's start with some stuti while other people are settling down. Okay? Recite it all. Everybody will recite together. Okay? Om Namo Harihantanam. Om Namo Siddhanam. Om Namo Om we're still not starting the Pratikaman, but I'll give you a little bit introduction to how we're going to do it. Before we start the Pratikaman, we take the vow for the Samai. And then we do the Pratikaman, and then we do the conclusion by the completion of the Samai. Okay? And very important, as soon as we take the Samai, we're going to be in equanimity, balance. Whether you have a likable situation or dislikable situation, your feelings should remain indifferent. And that's called the Samai. And every moment you be in Samai, you are a sadhu. So you don't have to only Samai this time. When you go home, you go to work, somebody gets angry, stay in Samai. Okay? And so idea is to stay free of the negative emotions. So the Samai is the real conduct, real charita. Everything we do is to attain the virtue of Samai itself. You do puja, you do Pratikaman, you do bhajan, everything we do it for becoming the Samai. Because Samai is the true charitra, top, everything. So some acharyas are very clear about it. Every moment you are in Samai are the successful time you have spent. All other times are wasted. This is not I am saying, acharyas have said. So that is the essence of the Tirthankars. Okay? So now everybody close your eyes, keep your spinal cord straight and recite 3 Namakar mantra internally, and then we will start the Pratikam. Another thing I want you to start thinking, we will still take a couple of minutes before we start. Since we are all peaceful, away from all the activities we did, which is kind of a non-spiritual, take another 30 seconds, close your eyes and think about the faults, the things you might have done wrong to your dear ones. So we do it a little bit in reverse. You start putting what you really have done wrong. So as you do it, you will have the right feelings to correct it. So we do it a little bit in reverse today. So next 30 minutes, close your eyes, try to think what you have significantly done wrong, okay? And repent it in your mind. Usually things you do wrong is with the dear ones. Another thing we do in Pratikam, or any activity we do it in any place, we do it in front of our Guruji, Acharya. Because Tirthankar expounded the Jain philosophy to us, but now they are not here. So only people who can explain us very well is our Gurujis, Acharyas. But we don't have the Acharyas, so we're going to kind of install the Acharyaji here, and we'll have some elderly person guide us in case we need them to recite the thing. He is a young guy, but we're going to level him to an elderly person. Okay? So now I want everybody to be very, because we have Guruji coming in a moment. So everybody should remain cool and calm. So Guruji is our guide. And we're going to show tremendous humility towards him. So anything we do, we're going to be asking his permission. So that's how we do it. Okay? So everybody ready to do the Pratikaman? Yep. So okay, 5:15 or yes? Everybody approves? Yes. Okay, now we're going to start with the Khamashana. The 3 Khamashana to the Gurujis. Gurujis is installed here, but we're going to do the kind of a procedure for installation after this one. Because anytime there's some elderly person comes, we do the Namaskar. So we're going to do the Namaskar. We're going to do 3 times. And also we're going to recite together. And I want everybody to recite this slok together, okay?
Okay, it's fine. If you don't have a chair,
Yeah, Kerala is fine, no problem. Yeah, just keep the bow inside. Ichchami kamasno vandivajami jaya isiyaya mathe vanda. Ichchami kamasno vandivajami jaya isiyaya mathe vanda. That's what, eh? Ichchami kamasno vandivajami jaya isiyaya mathe vanda. Now stay standing. Stand again. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. So, I want everybody to recite together. If everybody can read it, maybe I'm in your way. Okay, I'll kneel down, but everybody stay. Everybody speak together in English. Oh, Pariviti, I am giving up all my wrongful acts with all my strength and go down to you with my head near to your feet. Now we may all sit down. So we give you some meaning of it. To take the vow of Samai, we're going to do mostly in English. Okay, and then we'll do the popular sutras together.
so we are at lesson 1, lesson Navkarma. We can cite the Navkarma.
Yeah, no, that's okay. So first everybody take a left hand, just like the picture shows. Left hand, put the mover on your in front of your mouth. Right hand towards the stopwatch here. Okay? And then we're going to recite. Everybody together now. Okay? Everybody together. Namo Yantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Vajjayanam, Namo Roe Samvasaunam, Esho Pancha Namokaro, Sarvabhava Paranam, Mandalanam Chasavesi, Pranam Roe. Keep your hands there, don't get tired. Okay, except the person who's going to speak will take a microphone. Lesson 2. Keep your hands there. Still, now we are talking, first we did the, boy. Yeah, the microphone. Yeah, microphone, speaking microphone.
That's Panchindya, and we're going to read the meaning.
Or you can read off here.
Yeah, it's on the board.
36 seconds.
The preceptor effectively controls 5 sense organs and observes 9 guidelines of celibacy. He, she is free from 4 passions of anger, ego, deceit, and greed. He or she is thus equipped with those 18 attributes. He or she practices 5 great vows of non-violence, truth, not accepting anything unless specifically offered, celibacy, and non-possession. He or she is capable to observe 5-fold code of knowledge, perception, conduct, austerity, and vigor. He or she observes 5 carefulness pertaining to movements, utterance, desires, acceptance, and disposal. He or she effectively controls 3 aspects of mind, speech, and body. In all, my preceptor is thus embedded with these 36 attributes.
Yes, we have now pay our respect to our Acharyaji. Now everybody get up again. We're going to show a lot of humility to our gurus, okay? Come on. Ichchami kamasno mandivajami jaya nisiyaya mathe vanda.
Now, this is the lesson number 4. Yeah, please sit down.
The one thing I say, why we do this thing, from home to coming to this place, knowingly, unknowingly, we may have hurt some living beings, visible or invisible. You know, so we're going to repent for that before we get into the Samai. Go ahead.
I desire to free myself from all my sins. I may have pained living beings while walking on the road. While coming or going, I may have crushed living beings, seeds, plants, dew, ant hills, spider webs, live water, or live earth. Whatever living beings is soul, with 1 sense, 2 senses, 3 senses, 4 senses, or 5 senses, that I may have inflicted pain, crushed, attacked, or covered with dust, rubbed, collided with one another, tormented by turning on one side or completely upside down, moved from one place to another, frightened, bothered, alarmed, or separated from my life, may all such sins please dissolve.
Everybody together. This is called Iriya Viya, and you might have heard. This is the English translation of that. Yeah, and the reason we do it is that we took care of the external living beings, but you are yourself is a living being, and you are hurting your own self. And so we're going to repent these 3 dots. Go ahead. Yes, please. For
the sake of salvation, repentance, purification, and to eliminate 3 eternal dark shalya, deceit, desire for worldly gains, as the fruits of spiritual activities and perversity, and other all sinful activities, I undertake the
Okay, we're going to take some exception to the culture. Go ahead. Chapter lesson 6. Lesson 6. Yeah, page number 13.
Except for inhaling, exhaling, coughing, sneezing, yawning, belching, passing gas, dizziness, pain, minute movements of limbs, of oculin, the body as well as of eyes, and such other permissible movements, let my Ayurveda remain uninterrupted and unobstructed till I concluded with obeisance to the graceful.
Okay, this is the mudra you can take. You can stand up if you want to, or you can sitting there, and we're going to recite 4 Namokar mantra. And I give you some ideas to do that. Usually we speak very fast and things like that, but you can do the breathing cycle with it. Inhale, exhale, 4 times we're going to do it. Take any posture you like, stand up or the sitting posture. Now, what we want is, sorry. Pretty much everybody in? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to recite the Logas, and this one we're going to sing, because I know most of you, or almost all of you, know Logas of Juyagare. And this is the, we are doing the our respect for the all arena, and there are 24 names come into the Logas, and you will hear that. So please, you can read also. There is original sutra on your left side, on lesson 7. For people who know it, please just recite it. Okay, and I will lead you. Lokasa ujjogare dhammati tarayine ayante itaisam chaulisam vijevali usavamadiyam chavande sambhavamabhirandanam cha sumai cha paumapaham supasam jiram cha nagrapaham vande Surinja Pushpadantam Siyasijam Savasu Pujam Cha Vimalamantam Cha Jainam Dhammam Santim Cha Vandami Kutumparam Cha one more permission, so we're going to do the Kamash now. Ichchami Kamashno Vandim Jami Jain Siyaya. Okay, we are on lesson 8. Now, who has the microphone? You can start with O forgiving Guru. Except don't say one in parenthesis. Yeah.
Oh, forgiving Guru, I am giving up all my wrongful acts.
No. Lesson 8, right after the Ichchami Kamash, no? Or look at it in the board. I am giving up all my wrongful acts. No. 8.
Okay. Oh, forgiving Gurudev, may I have your kind permission to inspect the Mokati?
Yes, you may.
Your wish is my wish.
Okay, what we're going to do is that we're going to inspect the Mukbati. Because this is all, we are the supreme religion of non-violence. So we're going to make sure we are nothing. So I'm going to show you some pictures. Okay, open the Mukbati like this. Then say sutras. Everybody say it together, like you say it in red over there. Then vibrate and say meaning and essence that I accept. Turn it around and say I discard 3 types of perception obstructing delusion karma. Turn one more time. I discard 3 types of attachment, sensual, affection and vision. Now put it on your left hand and then lift it, just kind of lift it like this. And then while going up, I say I accept right Dev, right Guru, right religion. While coming down, I discard wrong Dev, wrong Guru, wrong religion. Going up again, I accept right knowledge, right faith, right conduct. Going down, I discard wrong knowledge, wrong faith, wrong conduct. One more time, I accept control of activities of mind, speech and body. Going down, I discard inauspicious activities of mind, speech and body. We are not done yet. Just hold on. Just change the hand now. Or on the left hand, sorry, don't change the hand. On the back of the left hand, kind of a vibrate a little bit. I discard the harmful laughter, happiness in sinful activities and unhappiness in spiritual activities. Now, change the hand, back of the right hand and gently vibrate. I discard fear, sorrow and disgust. Now, little bit fold it and take it to the forehead and then say, I discard 3 inauspicious lesser psychic color black, blue and grey. Then on the mouth, I discard temptation of taste, popularity and comfort. On the chest, I discard 3 internal darts, deceit, reward for mental gains because of the religious activities and false belief. Now, raise your fist, if you have not, go it on your left shoulder first. I discard anger and ego. On your, I have it wrong, but we could do it on another shoulder now. I discard the deceit and greed. Then do the Charavala or Mukbati and do it on your right leg. I protect earth beings, water beings and fire beings. And on your left leg, I protect wind beings, plant beings and mobile beings. And now inspection of your Mukbati is over. So actually if you really look at this 50 ball, they really gave you the essence of Jain philosophy. And if you understand, you are done. You don't leave the Pratikaman. Okay? Alright, now we go to the lesson 9 because we have more permission to ask. So, Namaskar. Ichchami Kamashno Vandim Jain Siyaya. Okay, sit down. Now, if you want to read off the board, go ahead. Oh, forgiving Guru. Or you can read off the book.
It's on page 15 and it's part of lesson 9. Oh, forgiving Gurudev.
Oh, forgiving.
No? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, forgiving Gurudev, please kindly give me the oath of honor.
Yes, you may. You speak your
One more time. Oh, forgiving.
Oh, forgiving Gurudev, please kindly give me the oath of honor.
No, I think we are a little fair. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll speak for you. Oh, forgiving Gurudev, may I have your kind permission to be studying Samay?
Yes, you may.
Your wish is my wish. Okay, now all stand up with folded hand, with Kerala in your hand, and we all recite the Namakar mantra together. Okay? Namo Ariyandanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayaryanam, Namo Ujjayanam, Namo Loe Sabkasaunam, Esho Pancha Namukaro, Samvapao Panasno, Mangalanam Cha Savesi, Paramam Bhavai Mangalam. Okay. Oh, forgiving Gurudev, please kindly give me the oath of Samay. We'll continue. Okay, we are not done. Now, we are asking Gurudev to give us the oath of the Samay.
Correct?
Yes, go ahead.
Karemivante samayam savatyam Karemivante samayam savatyam yogam pachakkami Jav niyamam pachuvasami Duviyam tivihenam manenam vayaye kayanam na karemi na karvemi tasavante padikumami nindami gairami appanam ghoshirami.
Okay, everybody standing. We do the one more Khamashna. Ichchami Khamashna Vandujami Jainishiyaya Mantin Mandam. Oh, forgiving Gurudev, may I ask your permission to sit down?
Yes, okay.
Sorry, I have already done. We all should stand up. Okay, let's repeat it. Oh, forgiving Gurudev, may I ask your permission to sit down?
Yes, you may.
Your wish is my wish. Okay, now we can.
A good exercise for everybody, huh?
Oh, forgiving Gurudev, may I ask your permission to be studying Samay while sitting?
Yes, you may.
Your wish is my wish. Oh, forgiving Gurudev, may I ask your kind permission to begin the Swadhyaya?
Yes, you may.
Your wish is my wish. Oh, forgiving Gurudev, may I have your kind permission to be studying Swadhyaya?
Yes, you may.
Your wish is my wish.
Big time. No comment.
Okay. So, actually we're supposed to read it. So what you do is that raise your hand like this and recite it mentally inside. Okay? 3 times. Namo Karma. So actually we have already taken the vows of Samay. Now we truly going to practice the balancing act for the equanimity. Whether there is a likable situation or dislikable situation, we're going to remain the indifferent, neutral. Okay? So I just want to briefly say what is the significance of Pratikaman. Pratikaman is to go back, to review, to confess, just like you have annual review when you work somewhere, right, and bad thoughts, you repent, anything you have done wrong, you could have corrected it, and this is done usually daily, nightly, 2 times a day, bi-weekly, quarterly, yearly, and we are doing the yearly one, but we are doing in a very abbreviated manner, hopefully with the good vow. Also it means to re-review your vows you have taken. See if you have made any mistakes in that, whether it may be something you want to eat or you are not supposed to eat, truthfulness, not stealing, etc. Okay, and then most importantly is to control the peace of yourself, or what do you call it, manage the peace in yourself. And how you do it is that you forgive other people. If you don't forgive, you are the one going to remain burning inside. So this is what we try to do, go back. And then, so for today's world, the Mahavir Bhagavan has said that we should do it 2 times. For all the faults we have committed during daytime, we do it in evening. And all the faults we have committed during night, we do it in morning. And then people may ask the question, why we have to do it annually? It's just like this. You clean your house every day. Yearly, you go a little bit more details. You open the cupboards, the other things, and clean it up, books and etc. So this one you do it in much more detail. Okay. First, we're gonna review what mistake we have made relating to our own soul. So there are 5 characteristics of the soul: the darshan, which is perception, knowledge, the conduct, austerities, and energy. So we're going to review those, what faults we have committed regarding these 5 great qualities of the soul. Then we will review mistakes we made to the supreme beings, like Tirthankar Bhagwan to the Sadhu Mahatma. And then we're going to look at the people like us, the laymen, how when sadhanic people, in interaction with you guys or among us, how many mistakes we have made. Then we will come to the close one, loved ones, family members, relatives, colleagues, and that's where we make most mistakes. And then we will recall our mistakes very truthfully with a true heart, pure heart, and ask for their forgiveness, and then ask them to minimize their thing. And this is how we do it. And what we're going to do is that even though we're supposed to do it, we're going to do it right now, and we're going to speak it in English. Okay? Okay, I'll speak for you. I grant forgiveness to all living beings. Everybody raise their hand. I grant forgiveness to all living beings. Together, everybody speak together. I grant forgiveness to all living beings. All living beings grant me forgiveness. My friendship is with all living beings. My enmity is totally non-existent. Okay, now we're going to recite Namo Karmitra all together. Namo Ariyanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ariyanam, Namo Vajayanam, Namo Loe Sapasahunam, Eno Vajanyachamukaram, Sabho Bhava Pranasam, Mangalanam Cha Sarvesim, Paramam Bhavai Mangalam. Okay, we're going to do more Khamashna because we're going to ask more permissions. Chami Kamasno Divjami JCNC. Now we want somebody to read the lesson 3. If you want to read it off the board, you can do that. Okay, what we're going to do is that put your charola down or move it, or if you don't have charola, no problem. Take your right hand, put it on your katasana or the charola. Okay, and now we want somebody to read this thing. Lesson 3.
My adorable Gurudev, sitting steady at one place, I crave your permission for repentance of lapses committed during last year, daytime, nighttime, last 2 weeks, last 4 months, this life or previous lives, and this life. I'm doing Pratikaman to prevent the influx of new karma, and to erase previously accumulated karma, and to contemplate over my violations pertaining to right knowledge, right perception, right conduct, right austerities, and right use of energy.
Now with folded hands. Continue.
Oh, forgiving Gurudev, I want to bow to you by keeping away all faults and surrendering myself to you. Oh, forgiving Gurudev, bowing my head, I ask for your forgiveness for all the faults that have been committed while undertaking a sexual activity during last year, daytime, nighttime, last 2 weeks, last 4 months, this life, or previous lives, and this life. O forgiving Gurudev, I will refrain from any of the unworthy acts pertaining to false notions, evil mind, rude words, anger, pride, cunning, or greed that violates the right practice of the religion. O forgiving Gurudev, I resent such unworthy acts, and in your presence I atone for the same, and I will keep my soul away from all such sins. O forgiving Gurudev, I wish to atone my wrongdoings that I have committed physically, verbally, and mentally during last year, daytime, nighttime, last 2 weeks, last 4 months, this life or previous lives, and this life, such as speaking against the scriptures, acting against the scripture, improper conduct, improper activities, and inauspicious meditation, inauspicious contemplation, desiring undesirable, improper behavior, against right knowledge, against right perception, against Jain principles, improper performance of rites and rituals, including samaya, acts of poor passion, anger, ego, deceit, and greed, and violating 12 partial vows of Shala.
Everybody together.
If I thought of committing such sins, prepared with committing such sins, attempting to commit such sins, or actually committed such sins, and keeping the Aryas, the Siddhas, the Acharyas, the fourfold community, that tradition of Jain principles and rites, soul unwished. I wish to return such action and ask forgiveness and please all the eternal peace and
Okay, now raise the right knee. And usually we supposed to keep the hands like this. So you do best you are comfortable with. Now I want somebody to read chapter 6.
I reflect on and confess the 14 wrongdoings related to learning, studying, or teaching the scriptures in threefold ways, like scriptural texts themselves, their commentaries or meanings or all. I might have committed one or more of the following wrongdoings: reciting the sutras in random order, pronouncing a word or stanza more times than it should be, failure to utter some letters or words during the recitation, uttering extra letters or words during the recitation, uttering either more or less words in combination during the recitation, reciting without proper discipline, reciting in a wretched state of the mind, speech, or body, uttering the accented syllables in a poor way, not teaching the scriptures to a deserving person, teaching the scriptures to a non-deserving person, studying the scriptures at improper times, not studying them at proper times, studying at improper places, not studying at proper places. I could have contradicted or not duly respected or not learned the right knowledge. I might have been ungrateful to the gurus. I might have wrongly disputed with a learned person. I might have so behaved as to incur knowledge, obscuring karma. I might have kept my books scattered anywhere or everywhere, or put them on the floor instead of on the stand. I might have used religious books as a pillow, or touched it with my foot. I might not have taken care of it. I might have misinterpreted, laughed at, or ignored the words of the scriptures because of the obstinacy, wrong insistence, impudence, as well as evil intention caused by perversity.
Everybody.
Lesson number 7. The perception.
I reflect and contest the wrongdoings of each other, if any, related to observing the right perception. Some of the common wrongdoings are to doubt the words of Gita, to wish for a false course, to doubt the fruits of one religious action, to accept or be impressed by the wrong philosophy and to praise it, to maintain relationship with people who promote wrong philosophy. I may have asked for the worldly flavor before a guru or tirthankar. I may have considered a good one to be evil and vice versa, a duty as non-duty, non-duty as duty, and an evil path to be the right path, and the right one to be the evil. I may have contradicted or looked down on or offended a righteous person. If I have indulged in false physical, verbal, or mental activity, corrected or encouraged,
Okay. Now we're going to look at the 12 vows of the Shravak, people like us, lay people. Stul, Pariman, Nirman, Bharat. First partial vow.
First partial vow, Anuvrat, abstaining from intentionally injuring mobile living beings through the activities of mind, words, or body. In any of the two ways, directly or through somebody, is called Skol, Pranatipat, Virmanvrat, or Ahimsanuvrat. Shravaks cannot stop but can minimize himself immobile living beings. Therefore, they are excluded. I might not have considered ahimsa as the key element in the whole scheme of the ethical discipline of the Shravak and the monk. I might not have given protection or expressed my compassion to mobile living beings. I might have intention to cause injury, might have attempted to cause injury, or might have inflicted injury to mobile living beings because of my passions or carelessness. I might have unnecessarily wasted the 5 immobile living beings like earth, water, fire, air, and fire. Or I might have committed similar acts.
Together. If I have indulged in any of them,
That's a bit charming.
Second partial, Stu Musrata Viram Prata is abstinence from harmful, rough, cruel, or secret revealing speech and requires the use harmless and well-balanced language. I might have spread unkind rumors involved in character assassination, misguided others deliberately, involved in forgery, caused thoughtlessness, defamation, or used harsh language. I might have spoken behind someone's back. My words might have incited others to engage in piercing, cutting, beating, and killing. My speech might have caused uneasiness, pain, hostility, misery, or anguish. I might have disclosed someone's secrets. I might have breached someone's trust. I may have resorted to fraud or deceit, given completely false testimony, or censored someone, or betrayed someone, or laid false blame on someone. I might have abused someone, spoken insultingly to gurus, or addressed people older than myself insolently. I might have spoken irrelevantly or committed similar acts.
Lesson 10.
Third partial vow. Anugrah.
Little louder, please.
Stu Adatatan Virmant Vrata is abstinence from gross stealing. Stealing is to take what is not given, what is not earned legitimately, or what is not inherited. Stealing is due to the presence of greed, lava, and causes himsa. I might have cheated on the quantity and quality of goods that I sold. I might have bought stolen goods or helped thieves, taken them for good men. I might have divulged someone's confidence. I might have caused pain or even death to someone who I deprived of his or her own property. I might have instigated others to commit theft. I might have broken the government rules relating to customs, taxes, and imports and exports. I might have used false weights and measures in wrong balances, and I might have tainted commodities. I might have sold to a person or country that was illegal. I might have shown a good article and then sold an inferior one. I might have practiced deceit or committed fraud or breached the trust or similar acts.
Before you start, I want to add that also includes the downloading the music from movies illegally. Okay. If I have, go ahead.
If I have any false or physical, verbal, or mental activities directly or indirectly that carry myself falsely to someone, I shall be the
Before the next lesson.
But the next one also.
Yeah, okay, next one you will speak. But isn't it a lot of these things sounds familiar? Either we do or somebody does or somebody does, right? So, hey, they saw it, Bhagavan, there are all kinds of scenes we could do. And we do it, sometimes we do on purpose, sometimes we do by mistake, by not knowing and things like that. But here is looking into yourself, ourselves, and say, I ask for forgiveness and hopefully don't do it again.
Kindly remind you, including I made a mistake, if you write me up, if you can. Number 11, lesson number 11, since it's for the youth, I have, cut down to some of the text because it's probably not for all. So I'm going to recite in abbreviated words. This is self-control over sensuality. Sensuality is not about boys and girls. It's about all kinds of luxuries, the music you want to hear, things you want to see, etc. Fourth partial vow Anuvrat, Swadar Santosh Vrata or Parstri Gaman Virman Vrata means to be faithful to your spouse and have no illicit sensual activities. I might have been not been faithful to my own spouse. I might have been involved in illicit sensual activities. I might have intensified my passions by consuming intoxicating drugs like heroin, cocaine, marijuana, opium, drug, wine, or liquor, or watching a provocative movies or shows, paintings, or reading provocative magazines or books, listening to the provocative songs or talk, or I might have committed similar acts. Everybody together. Okay. Those were the 5 major Anuvrat, partial vows. Now these are called the additional words. No, this is the 5th one. Okay, go ahead, please.
This partial for Sham. Absolute renunciation of parigra is not possible. He or she should lay limitations to the acquisition and possession. I might have violated the set limits to the accumulation of land or fields, houses, gold coins, gold, heads of cattle, grains, maid servants, male servants, clothes, beds, and furniture. I might not have done business at a reasonable profit. I might have cheated to maintain the set limits or get to the set limits. While accumulating things, I might have not considered whether it is moral or immoral, religious or irreligious, worth possessing or not, benefit or harm.
Okay, now we want somebody to read off the board because you're going to do a little bit in abbreviation here.
Next three vows are gunbrata, that increase the quality of the first 5 practical vows. 6th vow, geographic limitations. Voluntarily, the aspirant takes a vow not to travel beyond predetermined limits. By fixing the limits in all the 10 directions, one's free, which at the root of parigraha is curtailed. 7th vow, limitation on conceptions and occupations. In this vow, the householder puts limitations to the use of objects of senses, categorized as though for bhoga and unbhoga, in order to keep his or her capacity for self-restraint and willpower. Staying away from 15 sinful businesses, businesses that involve furnaces, setting fires, suffering and killing of animals, renting animals and birds, affecting our environment and ecology, and pollute or dry up our natural resources. Trades that involve weapons and explosives, cutting off trees, fermented products like liquor, animal parts like ivory, leather, and fur, lard, meat, and honey, poisonous, intoxicating substances like opium, marijuana, heroin, and similar items, animal testing and use in excavations and explosions, trades in which animal and birds are amputated, trades in which wicked men, prostitutes, or call girls. The first two gunbrata establish appropriate limits of the mind. The third, next, controls unnecessary activities. 8th vow, restricting purposeless violence. The vow is for renouncing those propensities that prompt unnecessary and meaningless actions and activities, such as gambling, things relating to sensual enjoyment, purposely listening, reading, or watching, purposeless himsa, walking on green grass or wet ground. Next four are
Maybe before we go, so you can see from a lot of these things that our Jains have not been involved in a lot of these businesses, like restaurants you see, or gambling, or making the bricks, because there's a lot of violence, right? A lot of bucks being killed in the process. So they've been in more trade and technology and trade and things like that. So you can see that why, this has influenced the Jain for last maybe thousands of years, and you don't see Jains in this kind of business.
The advantage, the side benefit of practicing this 15, staying away from 15 businesses, side effects, okay, not the major effects, make them very rich. Because they are staying in the businesses, they are more rewarding monetary. And so, don't do it for side effect, do it for your soul. Because there was a time, 60% of the Indian wealth, where in India, Jains are only 0.5% of the Indian population. And 60% of the Indian wealth was going through the financial transactions were happening through the hands of the Jains. Okay? But we need to proud and maintain this tradition. Okay, please.
Next four are Shiksha Vratas that pertain to the specific spiritual activities that are to be practiced as often as aspirant can. 9th vow, equanimity for short term. For 48 minutes, one becomes sadhu for 48 minutes, detached from worldly affairs, and does self-study with full concentration. 10th vow, day-to-day additional limits. This vrata is similar to Diga vrata but has stricter limits. The aspirant elects to stay in a narrower area, in a room or in a house or a closely defined area for a day or more, detached from worldly affairs and spending his or her time spiritually.
This is almost like a vacation, going to your vacation cabin. You don't go out, but you do it spiritually.
11th vow, practicing monk life. Like in this vow, the aspirant spends 1 or more days as if he or she is a sadhu and observes equanimity and applicable code of conduct, monk life, during the time with faith and enthusiasm. 12th vow, sharing with guests and others, Atiti Samvidat Vrat. The vow is for giving food, water and other things necessary for existence to sadhus and sadhvis according to one's ability and means with a feeling of selfishness and with love, respect, faith, devotion, contentment and enthusiasm without violating code of conduct. Optional vow.
Here I want to say that Jain Dharma is always talk about art of living, but they also have how to die, art of dying. This is the word.
Optional vow, art of dying. This is a voluntary vrata, fasting and meditation during the last days of the life. This vrata helps the aspirant to peacefully abandon the body. It is also called the death with equanimity. I might have violated or not performed 6 through 13 vows appropriately with proper conduct, code of conduct, faith and enthusiasm.
Everybody
I have indulged in many of the
Now, okay.
I reflect on and convince any sinful wrongdoings of each hour related to the penance of a long or short duration. In spite of ability, I might not have performed the 12 penances consisting of 6 internal penances. Fasting, taking less food, taking fewer food items, abstinence from specific tastes, training the body, and to restrain passions like anger, and 6 internal penances. Atonement of sin, politeness, and service to aesthetics, study of scripture, meditation, and giving up bodily activities. If at all I practiced them, I might have not practiced for this worldly or other worldly happiness, or with the hope of getting fame, or done it out of jealousy. I might not have performed penance in spite of I was fit to do so, or performed it just to fulfill the oath I had taken before a God. I might have felt proud after performing the penance, or resorted to self-praise after performing it. All her life, by physical, verbal, or mental activities, directly or indirectly, that I praise and I
I have a little bit story to tell. This is coming from our main 12 album and known as Gnata Dharma Katha Sutra. And this is so, we talked about 13 vows, plus we talked about the 12 penances and other violations. So what happens is that, this is a small story but very, very effective. There was a very rich couple, old people, Bhadra and Dhanya. They have 4 sons and they were all married, and their daughter-in-law's names were Ujjika, Bhogwati, Rakshika and Rohini. And so, just like in your company, you want to pass on the management team, bring a new team. So he wanted to do the same thing. So he said he wanted to check out their spiritual inclination, wisdom, knowledge, etc. So he came up with the plan, and he was going to go for a yatra, go to the Satrunjay, Girnar, all Samvatsari Pratikaman, etc. And he was planning to go for several years, spend his time spiritually. But before he went, what he did is that to check their wisdom and or the capability or how they will run the, or how to choose one of them as a manager, CEO, of the house. So he gives the 5 grains to each one of them. So what happens is that, and that told them that take good care of the grains, and when I ask, then I'll ask you how did you do it? So what Ujjika did is that, well, this old man is gone mad, crazy, pagal ho gaya hai. So he threw away. So I'll wait, see, he comes back, I'll pick up the 5 grains from the pantry and give it to him. Then Bhogwati says, well, why to throw away? Let's eat it out and take it up from the pantry when he comes back. Rakshika was a little more careful. She said, well, this is a wise man, very smart man, must have some purpose. Let's put it in a nice, like a diamonds, put it in a safe deposit vault and preserve it. The Rohini, very learned spiritually, she calls the people from her peer, mother's side, and they say, gives them this 5 grains. He said that put it in a farm, grow more grains out of it. And when you get more grains, reseed them and grow more and more. And so, after several years, they come back, and obviously, the old man came and whom he was happy with, right? So it's a nice story, but how does it apply to us when we do the vrata or we go to listen to some spiritual discourse, including Samvatsari Pratikaman? What we do, we take back. How do we nourish that? How do we develop inside ourselves? So let's see what happens. So some people are like Ujjika, they don't pay any attention to this important, it's thousands of year old things and it's all we have changed now, things like that, and then they just ignore all the teachings. Then there are people like Bhagavati, they will go, you don't realize the usefulness, but they go and listen to the sermons and they're good till they are listening, and as soon as they step out they will say, do you know about what happened to the other person, blah blah blah, and they get back to the sansar again. And then there is a person like Rakshika who understands. They take the vrat, they do everything very disciplined, in a methodical manner, and they don't make any mistake. And that's where they stop. And they don't go take it beyond. That hey, this is for purification of the soul, and you've gotta subside your anger, ego, deceit, and greed every moment. So you improve every year. But when Rohniya is that, she listens to the things, she understands the things, she thinks about it, she contemplates, she practices, and she meditates. And again, starts again, thinking, contemplation, practice, meditation. You continue this cycle of the four after you listening. And if you forget something, you ask one question. And this is how she develops inside. And this is for all of us. We do it here for a few minutes, but I think this is something to, it's very effective. This is coming from the main album. Okay. Energy, lesson number 22.
I reflect on and confess wrongdoing, atijara, related to energy or strength. If I am guilty of any wrongdoing of this matter, I request to be forgiven and myself sins nullified. I might have been guilty or dissipated the energy or strength of the mind through sinful activities of the mind, or the energy or strength of speech through untruthful activities of the speech, or the energy or strength of body through wicked activities of the body.
I will never in any of the above faults or lapses by physical, mental activities directly or indirectly, and I pray that my such faults be dissolved. The Samvatsari.
Lesson 23. Okay, now before we go 23, you can lower your right knee now.
Yeah, lesson 23.
In our life, we come across the following 18 sinful activities: killing, lying, stealing, non-chastity, possessiveness of material things, anger, ego, deceit, greed, craving, aversion, disputation, false accusation, backbiting, and denigration. Happy in sinful acts and unhappy in religious acts. Deceitful speech, false belief, to trust wrong God, wrong guru, or wrong religion.
Everybody together. If I have committed anything sinful, personally or someone else do for me or encourage service and so, then in the presence of infinite God, every day I ask for forgiveness. May all such sins be for Samvatsari. Lesson 24.
I reflect on and confess if I have had any doubts about the path of liberation expounded by Tirthankars. I bow down to all the 24 Tirthankars, right from Sri Rusapdev Swami to Sri Madhur Swami. The path laid down by all the 24 Tirthankars is one and the same. There is no contradiction and there is no better path. This is the only path that is capable of extracting the threefold internal thorns, in the form of karma, by removing all miseries like birth, old age, and death. I might have persisted in views and opinions in spite of knowing that they could be false. I might have worshipped Tirthankars with selfish motives. I might have considered living as non-living, non-living as living, saints as non-saints, non-saints as saints, liberated souls as non-liberated, non-liberated souls as liberated, holy as unholy, unholy as holy, false belief as right belief, and right belief as false belief. Non-Tirthankar as Tirthankar, Tirthankar as non-Tirthankar, wrong dharma as right dharma, and right dharma as wrong dharma.
Lesson number 25. This is the one we're supposed to think every night before we go to sleep. It kind of reminds, just like checking your bank balance.
I reflect on and confess my failure to think of the three aspirations, which are: when shall I get rid of possessions from minimum to maximum of it? When shall I give up living as a Shravak and resort to monkhood? And the last, regarding death, I wish I can accept, fast until death, and die laying in one position without anybody's help, or with help of someone to change my laying down position, or while I am moving up.
If I have this one has to be read off the board because it's somewhat changed.
First, I beg forgiveness for the present Tirthankars and the heavenly lords who dwell in this universe. These Tirthankars have perfect knowledge, perfect perception, perfect conduct, perfect austerity, perfect patience, and unlimited vigor. Infinite great qualities. Who will go to moksha at the time of nirvana? Whoever has listened to and or followed the preachings of Tirthankars are blessed. Second, I beg forgiveness from the infinite Siddha lords who have attained moksha by eradicating all 8 types of karma. These Siddhas are colorless, odorless, matterless, formless, imperishable, hungerless, miseryless, diseaseless, without sadness, birthless, ageless, deathless, bodiless, karmaless, internal and abode of unending bliss and happiness. Third, I beg forgiveness from all Gandhars and past and present acharyas, vadhyas, and sadhu satis. They are oceans of equanimity and are full of sympathy and virtues.
Everybody together. Oh, great Siddhartha. Oh, great Siddhartha. Oh, great sadhu, sadhus, I, a sinner, humble servant, forgiveness, am sitting here. Any sin pertaining to your knowledge, perception, conduct, and whatever is I read here, give worship, offense, you have committed. Then with all your hands, serving right, following them, now you. We skipped yeah, 29.
Next, I beg forgiveness from the Shravak Shravikas, the lay followers of true faith, who are innumerable in this universe. These Shravak Shravikas exceed me in perception, knowledge, charity, character, austerity, and virtues. They do Pratikaman inclusive of 6 essentials, twice a day. In a month, they do 2, 4, or 6 poshtams, or live saintly lives. With true faith, they bear the 12 vows, 11 stricter vows, and 3 aspirations. They have compassion towards all weaker life. They know Nav Tattva, and bear the 21 virtues of the Shavas. They are firmly religious and are unshakable even by these. Their spirit of religion is very firm.
If I
Now I specifically request for forgiveness from the living beings of 8.4 million origins for any animosity or opposition done to them by me. There are earthly beings of 700,000 origins, water beings of 700,000 origins, fire beings of 700,000 origins, wind beings of 700,000 origins, individual body vegetables beings of 1 million origins, one common body vegetable beings of 1.4 million origins, 2 sense beings of 200,000 origins, 3 sense beings of 200,000 origins, 4 sense beings of 200,000 origins, hellish beings of 400,000 origins, lower 5 sense beings of 400,000 origins, human beings of 1.4 million origins, and heavenly angel beings of 400,000 origins. I might have killed or hurt any of these living beings of 8.4 million origins while moving, walking, getting up, or sitting down, knowingly or unknowingly, or made someone else to do so, or approved of such a killing or hurting by someone else. I might have cut, pierced, distressed, or harassed them, and moreover, I might have inflicted illness upon them by the activities of the mind, the speech, or the body. Again, I might have caused harassment or distress to any of them.
together. So keeping in these 8.4 million origins, these are the species, not only from the earth, this is all universe. And you might have noticed the 1.4 million types of human beings. We are one type. So they think that there are 1.4 million types species like us elsewhere in the universe. And it's amazing how they have thought of all those things. Okay, now.
Now I apologize and request for forgiveness from my mother, father, spouse, son, daughter, grandfather, grandmother, uncles, aunts, brothers, sisters, nephews, nieces, cousins, in-laws, partners, neighbors, all family members, all relatives, and all friends, and from everyone, for any offenses that I might have committed or found fault with you, or done ill in return for a good done to me, or failed to acknowledge your obligations, or done ill to you in any way or thought of it. If I have failed to do so service to you or to show devotion for you, or if I have not shared your misery, or if I have not offered help to you, then with folded hands and given myself, I
Before we go further, I want everybody to, keep your spinal cord straight. Close your eyes softly and think about all the offenses you have committed over the last 12 months and try to repent on it and ask for forgiveness internally. Let's do it for 60 seconds, okay? Just one thing I'd like to add to Ranjamai, that it's easy to ask forgiveness from like all the Jews in the universe, right? All the soul, or somebody like Bill Gates or somebody way out. Minus 3. Yeah, minus 3. But it's very difficult to ask forgiveness with your brother, sister, somebody in school you have been at work, bosses, right, co-worker, your wife, your husband. That's a very, very difficult to do, and that's what exactly Ranjamai is saying. That think about minus 12. Yeah. So think about all those, people whom we have hurt, and all of us, we hurt somebody. And think and also try to repent and think that how you can improve. Okay, let's do it for 60 seconds. Relax, no tightness in the body. The Jain philosophy is
mostly about internal journey and purifying yourself. But if you cannot recognize your faults, if you cannot figure it out what faults you committed, you always look at in the rear view, who else caused it. You cannot start the internal journey. It's very simple, but it has been so difficult for us to adopt, that's why there were so many others. Okay? Yeah, let's do it. First we recite the sutra together, everybody together. Kameni sarvajiva sarvajiva amantu me miti me sarvabhuvesu vedam majjam nakevani. English. I grant forgiveness to all living beings, all living beings grant unforgiveness. My friend is all living beings, my enemy is totally non-existent. Everybody recite Namo Karmutra together. Namo Yandanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayyanam, Namo Jnanam, Namo Loe Sabbasabunam, Eso Panchanamukaro, Sarva Pava Panasno, Mangalanam Sasadesi, Paramam Bhave Mangalam. Okay, now with folded hands, now Kamlesh.
O forgiving Gurudev, I want to bow to you by keeping away all faults and by surrendering myself to you. O forgiving Gurudev, bowing my head, I ask for your forgiveness for the faults that have been committed while undertaking essential activities during the last year. O forgiving Gurudev, I will refrain from any of the unworthy acts pertaining to false notions, evil mind, rude words, anger, pride, cunning, or greed that violates the right practice of the religion. O forgiving Gurudev, I resent such unworthy acts, and in your presence I atone for the same, and I'll keep my soul away from all such sins.
Now we're gonna repent any subtle sins. The reason is that during this activity from Samai to the Pratikaman this far, something might have happened in our mind, and we kind of created the inner force. So we're going to ask for the repentance, and we have we're going to say it in the slok.
Tasodri karnenam, payajata karnenam, visohi karnenam, visohi karnenam, pavanam, kamanam, nigayantaye tami kalkivam.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Anata osasyam, nisasyam, kasyam, chiniyam, travayanam, uduenam, payanisaganam, bamaye, pitamuchaye, suhim, angasanchalayam, suhunayam, Kela Sanjale, Suvinayam, Diti Sanjale, Evamayam, Agirayam, Avogo, Abhirayo, Udrame Kalsako, Javayam, Dharam, Bhavandanam, Namukaranam, Naparamita, Kayam, Tananam, Moninam, Tananam, Apanam, Bosirami, Tasa Utri Karnanam, Payajita Karnanam, Visoi Karnanam, Pavanam, Kamanam, Nigayantaye, Tarami Kalsako.
So we're going to do the Kausak, but I'm going to give you some idea this time. See, if you want to do the, when you do the Namo Orientanam, keep the concentration on top of the head, then Namo Siddhanam, middle of the eyes, Namo Ayayanam, middle of the chest, at the throat, Namo Ujjayanam at the middle of the chest, and about few fingers below the navel for the Namo Loya Savasavanam, and on right feet the other two, and the left feet the other two. Okay? So you can even try to do the color. We can do it 4 times, and it's in a Kausak Mudra. It's your call how you want to do it. You want to do it with the breathing cycle, you can stand up, you can do whichever you want. Kausak.
Very much. Everybody in?
Namorian.
Going to do Logas?
Okay, everybody together.
Together.
I'll lead it. Start. Lokasya Ujjavare Dhammani Kayayini Arihante Hitaisam Chauvisam Pikevali Usavamatiyam Chavante Sambhavam Vinandanam Chasumahim Cha Aumapaham Supasam Jinam Charanapaham Vande Suvinindra Pushpadantam Silasidam Savasupurjam Cha Vimarmanantam Cha Vihanam Dhammam Santim Cha Vandami Kuntum Varam Cha Mallin Vande Muni Swayam Navikinam Cha Vandami Ekkanemi Asam Bhagavanam Cha Evam Mae Avidua Vihuyare Malapahina Jarvarna Chauvisam Pijumara Pitikaya Me Pasihantu Ityavantiya Mahiya Ye Lokasya Uttama Siddha Aruka Bodhilabham Samarivaram Uttamam Dintu Chandresu Himalaya Ayesu Ayam Payasaya Savarvaram Vira Siddha Siddhi Mahati Santu Siddha Siddhi Mahati Santu. Everybody together with folded hands, doing Pratikaman with right faith. I offer obeisance to the 24 demons by 3 means, mentally, verbally and physically, thus having repented for my sins, having reverted back from the sins, having criticized the sins, having become free from the 3 internal darts, I repeated, apologize to Arihants, Siddhas, teachers, preceptors, sadhus and gurus, tasamichami. Okay, now this is for the people who want to take the vow for the rest of the evening until the morning, that then you can put your hands together and uncle will give the take the vow.
Okay, so put the hands together. Yeah, whoever wants to.
Yeah, if somebody is taking medicine or other things, they can take mentally exception. But if you think you can live without water or anything, or you can decide what you want to do it for the remaining of the evening till the morning. Okay?
Okay, so I'm going to state that. Please silence. I take a vow from now until sunrise to abstain from the following 4 kinds of food: solid food, drinks, dry fruits, and mouth-freshening spices, or 3 kinds of food except water. I will be pardoned if anything was forced in my mouth, or if I put anything in mouth unintentionally, or if I have to break this vow as per the instruction of my religious teacher to prevent my meditation from being disturbed by obsession.
Now the Pratikaman has 6 segments, and we have essentially done everything. So we're going to say that. You can say it together. O Lord, first Samai, second Santo, third Vandana, fourth Pratikaman, fifth Karata, and we just did the Pachkan, and all 6 essentials have been completed. Now together, regarding this, if any letter, word has been undertaken, oversaid, otherwise and the presence of Harinda, Infinite Siddha, Lord, I pray that saying justice with his own Tasavijam. Okay, you want somebody to read?
Yeah, Pratikaman, let me. It's the page 33.
Pratikaman done with false belief is equivalent to being without love, and that done with reluctance is equivalent to being involved in passions. In such cases, the ritual may be subject to different lapses and violations. If I have been involved in thinking of committing such violations, or made preparation for the commission of such violations, or attempted to commit such violations, or actually committed the violations, knowingly or unknowingly, then in the presence of regarding Pratikaman of the past deeds, Samvar of the present ones, and Pratikaman for the time to come, if any sins or lapses are knowingly or unknowingly incurred, and if they are
now we ask for the forgiveness from every living being, including the dear one and loved ones. But now what we want is more. We want the peace in the world. So we're going to recite some sutras for the peace of the world.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to recite this Shanti, and you can look at the meaning. So the first one. Okay?
You can even try to recite with him if you want.
Yeah, you can recite with me if you know it. This one. Shantim Shanti Shantam Shantam Shanta Sivam Namaskrutya Stotu Shanti Nimittam Mantra Pare Shantaye Stavmi Shivamastu Sarva Jagata Parahita Nidra Bhavantu Uttaraha Dosharantu Nasham Sarvatra Sukhi Bhavantu Lokaha Usarga Shamyanti Chityante Navaya Bhava Prasannatameti Pujyamani Dineshwari.
Now everybody.
Sarvamangala Mangalyam Sarvakalyana Karanam Pradhanam Sarvadharmanam Jainam Jaiti Shasanam. Now Chattari.
Everybody together.
Everybody knows
Chattari
Mangalam.
Chattari Mangalam Paryantam Mangalam Sisya Mangalam Sahu Mangalam Evani Varnato Namo Mangalam Chattari Uttama Paryantam Uttama Siddha Uttama Sahu Uttama Evani Varnato Namo Uttama Chattari Sharanam Pavajami Arihante Sharanam Pavajami Siddha Sharanam Pavajami Sahu Sharanam Pavajami Evali Varnato Namo Sharanam Pavajami. All it says is that, yeah, you can depend upon your spouses, kids, parents, other things, but nobody can stop your imminent death because history is very proof. So only saran we have, if we believe in continuity of life, is these four: the Arihant, the Siddha, Sahu, and our religion. So that's why he said that anytime you have a difficult time, the true saran is this, because doctor cannot cure you. We all have experience. So that's why this is a very important respect or retreat to the auspicious point. Everybody together.
Universal forgiveness and
together
everybody again.
I grant the forgiveness to all living beings. All living beings grant me forgiveness. My friendship is with all living beings. My enmity is totally non-existent. Yeah. Now, we already review all our faults, how we repented very well. But Mahavir Bhagavan has been so kind. He has given so many formulas. How to control these faults, and most of the faults we commit nowadays is because of interaction with the people, or how we take it, how we react to what people do it to us or we observe with it. So they have given a beautiful, the formula or the guidance, and so easy to do it. So we're going to talk about it. Okay, and there are many practices. It's called the four bhavnas. That's called the internalization, contemplation, or the reflection, or the inner thoughts, inner feelings. You know, if you really look at the Jain philosophy, including this Pratikaman, they put a significant emphasis on the thought process. How do we think about everything? You know, and we talked about the inner inspiration, under the boundary. Okay? And our behavior and actions are essentially a reflection of internal thoughts. You can be an actor for a while, but you will come out as a real person based on your thoughts, sooner or later. So, we have 4 bhavnas. Actually, there are 16 bhavnas. The first 12 bhavna is to take care of yourself. But these 4 bhavna is how you interact in this universe. Okay, with the people. So, and it has to be done in this sequence. Because it works only this way, and I'll try, you know, to do it in a short time. Okay? The first one, everybody has heard it, right? Maitri, amity, love, universal friendship. This is very easy because no enemy, you always have to wish best for others. No matter he is your colleague, he may be getting promotion than you, doesn't matter. You have to assume wish best for all living beings around you. No enemies. What this does is that in human life, the most difficult thing is the ego. Ego, you know, we have 4 passions, kasai. The anger, the ego, the deceitful act, and the greed. Anger, you know, but if your ego succeeds, if your greed succeeds, what happens? Ego gets the rise. When your greed fails, you get angry. And to succeed in your greed, you do the deceitful act. But in human life, if you look at it, people have money, but they go for power. The ego is very important. So softening the heart is so important in our human life. So this does the softening. When you wish, even if there is a competition next to you, you know, you may be working for Samsung, you can wish your best for the effort. Okay? Happiness for all. So what happens is that when you do the Maitri, the whole universe will eventually become happy. If you really exercise this, then once you know everybody and you wish happiness from everybody, then what you've got to start noticing is that some of the great virtues of people who are much superior than yours. Then you have 2 choices. You can be jealous or put him down verbally or praise it. And they say that you take the last round. That you take the delight of the virtues of others, the good one. He may have 40 negatives, may have only 2 positives. But our thinking is very simple. You want to keep the inner peace. Don't want to disturb it. So look at the good things only. And with a real joy and enthusiasm. This is very important. And when you do that again softens your yoga and concept. And this brings the inner happiness, because now you started seeing what is good and what is bad, especially appreciating the good. And when you do that, that virtue automatically starts imparting to yourself. And it would be very easy to achieve. So this is the second one. And this is, we are talking about how to, when we come to the next Pratikaman, you know, maybe some of you will be taking Diksha, but we got only one Diksha in JCNC, not too many, okay? Alright, the third one, the Karuna. What happens is that when we know all living beings, we already know that there are some superior virtues and we want to praise them. At the same time, all the souls are equal. But because of the karma, some people we see in an inferior situation. You know, financially, spiritually, or lost the right path, or you know, things like that. Then what we should do is that we try our best with enthusiasm to help them materially. If it is a knowledge issue, you give them knowledge. If you can talk some dharma, spiritual, share with them. This will foster the charitable hearts. And what it does is that we are talking only happiness, because we all want to be happy. First we said that if you give universal friendship to everybody, everybody is happy. When you really praise other people, you become happy, because oh wow, now you are removing the unhappiness by doing the Karuna Bhava. You know, and that also enhances your inner happiness, because you feel good about it. You will sleep better. But we're going to come across some people. You wish them good, you do good, you give them good advice, but they show the stubbornness, ignore arrogance, get angry at you. they say some unwise words towards you. So what are you supposed to do? Tirascar? No. Neutral. Indifference. And this is the samai. This is the hardest one to do. Because most of our problem in relationship is that we cannot keep the madhyas bhavana. So, we try our best to help others, but some, out of arrogance, they refuse to go on the right path. Even it could be our children, it could be our friends, it could be. But all you have to do is we have to protect our inner happiness. Remember the formula number 1, the second formula. The only way you can protect is you try your best, then you walk away. Because now you don't want to disturb your own inner happiness. And this is what the madhyas bhavana. And if you can do the madhyas bhavana correctly, you can attain the nirvana. You can attain the kaivalya. Because this is nothing but the samai, the practice of the samai. Okay? Anybody wants to add anything, and this protects the happiness. So we talk about happiness, now we have to talk about protecting our happiness. So that's the madhyas bhavana. So if you do this the rest of the year, including me, I am not different, then we'll succeed.
Maybe I will add just a little bit to what Narendra Bhai said. This happiness thing, it takes a lot of practice and probably more than one life. That to convince yourself that only you can make yourself happy or unhappy. Right? Just think about that. Because we are happy, somebody says something goes wrong, right? Something not to your liking, bad grade, all that, or not doing good at work, money, house, something, right? So temporarily maybe it moves you, but in the long term, that happiness is you have to control. That I have chosen to be happy and not unhappy. Maybe temporarily just disturbs you, but in the long term, you want to be happy. So, and that's one thing you have to practice, right? Because when things go wrong, it's easy to be unhappy. That's the one. Second thing, what Narendra Bhai said, is about wishing good for others. Because it's easy to be jealous, right? I think it's probably very human. When we see better thing with somebody, especially somebody closer to us in the status, education or age or whatever, it's easy to feel somewhat jealous or a hidden jealousy, whatever. But again, by practice, well, with his karma, luck, whatever you call, right? He or she has made that, right? And with my karma, this is what I have made it. And if I want to do better, let's work on it, right? Because we know by a lot of effort, I really believe strongly, unless you have super bad luck, if you put a lot of effort and long and hard and smart, eventually things turn around. And you will get at least some good things out of life. Okay? It may not be like maybe Bill Gates or somebody, or Apple guy or anybody, but at least a reasonable happiness you will get. But it just takes a lot and lots of smart effort to get there. So keep in mind that don't be this hidden jealousy, a little bit we have to work on it. Right? Because it's easy, right? Then if you have a better car or better house, easy for me to be jealous. But this is with the practice, it comes, and hopefully through all these bhavana and what we have saw, all the deeds and karmas and all that, we put in our mind that it's the karma really makes things happen. The jealous karma, wishing good karma, being happy karma, right? All this, you making your luck every minute you are up or you sleeping. But mostly the up for sure, right? Every time you deal with people, you're making the karma, right? And karma in a Western philosophy, it's a luck. That's your luck, right? This karma plus whatever else we have got with us in this life. So just keep in mind, by doing this bad karma or wishing bad for somebody or fighting with somebody or getting angry with somebody, you just tuning up that machine of bad karma with bad luck. So you are making your bad luck as every time we try. And I'm sure when things happen, it's easy to get disturbed, right? You like to react just like the person told you, right? You want to hit back. But keep in mind, you are tuning up that machine again of bad karma, bad luck. So just by practice, this is very hard. I mean, all the life I have lived, still I'm working on it. It's very hard. But just keep in mind, being a good Jain, then you get really good stuff out of our religion, rather than a ritual religion. This will make you happy, successful, and even very wealthy and healthy and all these good things. So just please, just keep this in mind and practice. I think it's a practice. Because if you keep telling yourself for a long time, eventually it will sink in us, You say, no, that's the right way to do it.
I just add one more thing. We want you to make not the Forbes list of 400 rich people, but we want you to make the list of devoid of anger, ego, deceit and greed. And we'll make a new list here in JCNC. Because you will be the richest and the happiest than anybody. Permanent happiness is the message. And the another word for the permanent happiness is moksha. Moksha doesn't mean that you're going to move to somewhere else. Moksha means that when you don't have the anger, you kill it yourself. When you don't have anger, when you don't have the ego, you don't have the deceitful thinking or the greed, at that time you will feel the kind of an eternal peace. And when you take it to the extreme, and that is your level. And that's what we want you, all of you, including myself, at least we all attend together. Okay, we are doing very good. And so we will have a less dose next time, right? Less force. So what we're going to do is that, this is going to be very, I'm thankful to a lot of people here, but we're going to continue with this. We're going to conclude the Samai. Because we are done with the Pratikaman, we did very, very good. So what we're going to do is that we're going to do the Khamashna. Everybody get up. Okay.
Relief for many.
Take your time to get up.
Maybe just stressed out a little bit. Hey, ready?
Most of the sutras meanings we saw earlier, so this time what we're going to do is that we're going to have we will recite all the sutras. Okay, we give the hard work.
But if some of you know that
yeah, we can pass on to you.
Yeah, we can pass on. Now, this is Iyavaya.
Yeah.
You know Iyavaya? Not okay. Sure, no problem. So, Ichhakarana Sandisa Bhagwan. Please look at the meaning also to because then you can internalize, right? When you know what I'm saying. Ichhakarana Sandisa Bhagwan Iyavaya Parikamanu. Ichhami Parikamanu. Iyavaya Viranaye. Gamanagamane, Panakamane, Biyakamane, Hariyakamane, Osa, Uttinga, Panaka, Daga, Matti, Makara, Santana, Santmane, Jeme, Jiva, Viraya, Egindia, Beindia, Aindia, Chaurindia, Panchindia, Abhiya, Bhaktiya, Lesya, Sangaya, Sangatya, Parimaya, Pariyavya, Ilamiya, Uddhaviya, Anao, Anam, Sankanya, Jivya, Jomya,
everybody can recite together, it's fine, okay? Alright, do it together.
Okay, so the next one is Tassa. Tassa Utrikarena. You also look at the meaning. Tassa Utrikarena, Ayachittakarena, Visodikarena, Viskalikakarena, Pavan, Sammanam, Now, the concept, right?
No, Anatha.
Right. So now we're going to
Anatha.
Yeah, Anatha. Okay. So this is again, all those exceptions, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to recite sutra. So look at all these meanings so you can internalize. Anatha, Usasenam, Visasenam, Asenam, Shienam, Jambhayanam, Udruenam, Vayani Sakhenam, Kamaliye, Pittuvichai, Subhame, Ansanchalanim, Subhame, Khel Sanchalanim, Subhame, Vitti Sanchalanim, Eva Vayeyam, Adarani, Abhakko, Kavirahino, Ujjame, Kausako, Javayantam, Parvantanam, Namukkaranam, Naparemi, Kavadayam, Harinam, Ponenam, Janenam, Aparam, Oshanami.
Everybody knows how to do it. You can do the breathing cycle or whatever, do the fourth.
One lotus of silence. Please silence.
Everybody recite together. Sit down. Softly. Or you can stand if you want to stand. You can do the whole Samvats standing. No problem. Okay, so we're going to do Lokasya. Okay. Lokasya Ujjole Dhammati Kare Arihante Kitaisam Chaurisam Kevali Usavamadiyam Chavande Sambhavamavilantaram Chasumaincha Kaumapaham Supasam Jiram Charandavaham Vande Suhinincha Pushpadantam Sirasijam Shavasupurjam Cha Vimalamanantam Jatinam Dhammam Santincha Vandami Kuntum Maram Chamallim Vande Munishuyam Namijinam Cha Vandami Vikrameni Pasam Bhavamanam Cha Evam Mae Avidva Vimire Madavadina Dharmarna Chauvisam Vivara Hidaya Me Pasiyantu Hidyavandiya Maya Ye Lokasya Uttamasidda Aruga Bhojilavam Samani Madamuttamam Bintu Chandesu Himalaya Ayatesu Ayam Payasaya Sagaravaram Vira Siddha Siddhi Mamati Santu Siddha Siddhi Mamati Santu. Okay, we gonna do Khamasno again. Ichami Khamasno Mandir Jami Jai JCNC. Now we gonna ask Guruji in case Asum Bhai. इच्छा कारण संदेश भगवान सामायिक मुख पति पढ़ी लो इच्छा okay so we gonna do the move pati now everybody please sit there okay the approach is first you have to keep your both legs up if you can otherwise it's okay and I know guys did it but let's do it again sutras turn around meaning and essence that I accept, turn around one more time, I discard 3 types of perception, obstructing, delusion, karma, one more time, I discard 3 types of attachment, sensual, affection and vision related. Now we're going to put the mupati on, on the left hand and we lift it very gently and make a fold kind of this, going up. I accept right Dev, right Guru, right religion, going down. I discard wrong Dev, wrong Guru, wrong religion, moving up. I accept right knowledge, right faith, right conduct. I discard wrong knowledge, wrong faith, wrong conduct. Third time. I accept control of activities of mind, speech and body. I discard inauspicious activities of mind, speech and body. And we now put it on the left top of the left hand. I discard the harmful laughter, happiness in sinful activities and unhappiness in spiritual activity. Now change the hand. I discard fear, sorrow, disgust. Now put them on the front of the forehead, take a little time, fold it if necessary. Okay. I discard 3 inauspicious psychic colors, black, blue and grey. Now on the mouth. I discard temptation of taste, popularity and comfort. On the chest, I discard 3 internal darts, deceit, rewards for material gain because of the religious activities and the disbelief. And now, on the right shoulder, I discard anger and ego. Left shoulder, I discard deceit and greed. Now, do the charala or mupati on your right foot. I protect earth beings, water beings, fire beings. On left leg, I protect wind beings, plant beings and mobile beings. And now we have concluded the instruction of Mupati. You can fold it back. Okay, we're going to come to the conclusion. But before we ask for permission, we're going to do the Khamasna. Ready? Chami Khamasna, Jami Jai JCNC. Who has a microphone? See,
you want to speak, oh my, oh forgiving. No, go from the bottom to the issue. Oh forgiving. This one. That's okay. We do the Micham. Yeah, oh forgiving.
Oh, forgiving Gurudev, may I have your kind permission to conclude the Samaya?
One should stay in Samaya often where he or she is here.
Now listen, you see that he asked for permission to conclude the Samaya. Did Acharya give permission? Because Samaya is the character, the conduct you should have the whole your life. So he is never going to say you conclude it. But he says, do what you can. Okay, go ahead.
I will definitely do per my capacity. Oh, forgiving Gurudev, I have completed the Samaya.
You should not forget the spiritual taste of Samaya.
I will do that.
Okay, now put the right hand on the Charavla on the Katasana. Okay, everybody together. Namo Nindana, Namo Siddhana, Namo Ayana, Namo Vajaya, Namo Vesavasavana, Eso Panchana Mukaro, Savo Bhava Parasana, Mangalam Sabdesi, Param Havai Mangala. Okay, now you can pass. Yeah, that's it. Go
The
ahead.
aspirant who observes Samaya and keeps his or her mind restrained destroys inauspicious karma as long as he or she stays in Samaya. As long as the aspirant observes Samaya, he or she is as good as a monk. Samaya should therefore be performed frequently.
Everybody together. There are 10 more benefits to the mind, 10 more benefits to the speech, 10 more benefits to the body. If I have entered the video, this 32 words or lessons by physical workers and okay, now we had installed the Guruji, so now we're going to do uninstall. So we're going to reverse the, but when we install our hand was like this. Now we're going to reverse the hand. Okay? Do it like this. Everybody together. Namo Ayana, Namo Siddhana, Namo Ayana, Namo Vajaya, Namo Lore Savasavana, Eso Panchana Mukaro, Sava Bhava Parasana, Mangalam Sabdesi, Param Havai Mangala. Okay, now Samaya is concluded, so we're going to take away the Stapnaji because we don't want to do any asanas. Okay? Yeah. So when you know the process, so don't stop your Mikshami Dukram or forgiving, asking for forgiveness process. Right now you have many means, and nowadays even you can use the messages and everything, and you may have the unlimited messages anyway. Okay. Okay, everybody together. Kameni sarve jiva, sarve jiva, ramantu me, miti me sarva bhuvesu, vedam ajamnate. English. I grant forgiveness to all living beings grant me forgiveness. My friendship with all living beings, my enmity to everyone. Before we do anything, not get up. We do the Richa is to everybody here. Okay, don't get up. Because you get up. Now, we talked about 4 bhavnas, so we're going to Chitra Bhavan is a very immortal song. We all want to sing together.
And many of you know this one, Maitri Bhavana, so let's sing together. And please quiet, silence.
Yeah. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, so page number.
The page number is 42.
42 page number.
This is Maitri Bhavana.
Okay, and everybody recite together. This is the one really great.
Maitri Bhavana Pavitra Jaranu Mujhaiya Mavaya Kare Shubhatao Asakali Panu Evi Bhavana Nityare Gurati Parela Guni
Looks like the Pratikaman downstairs is not concluded, so you have to, check where they are, how far downstairs.
Still one.
Still going. Yeah, so why don't we do one more? And also, before we do this, I want to remind you, before you get up, anything you have borrowed, the way you have gotten it, put it back. This is really a request.
All the books, please, in their box and any katas.
And anybody wants to take a book, that is fine too. But make sure you promise me you're going to read at least once a year before you come here. Okay? Okay, let's sing this one. Things you have gone, please return it. The most importantly, if you plan to go down, I suggest you stay in temple, second floor, if you want to hang out. But if you're going home, that's fine. But if you don't